They lied to your face. WWE sat there, week after week, dangling the OG Bloodline reunion in front of you like bait, and you fell for it. Smash that like button and subscribe, because what we're about to reveal is going to make your jaw hit the floor and your blood boil at the same time. Let's be crystal clear about something. The moment Roman Reigns walked back onto WWE television after his hiatus, the entire landscape of professional wrestling shifted. Not tilted, not nudged, shifted. The kind of seismic change that you feel in your chest before your brain even processes what happened. And yet, somehow, a massive portion of the WWE universe convinced themselves that Solo Siko's new bloodline was still a credible threat, that the tribal chief had returned simply to observe, simply to wait. No, Roman Reigns does not wait. Roman Reigns arrives, and when he arrives, everything that came before him becomes irrelevant. The OG Bloodline is not a story about nostalgia. Let's get that misconception buried right now. This is not WWE trying to recapture lightning in a bottle. This is a calculated, deliberate, coldly engineered power structure being reassembled with purpose, and the fifth member reveal changes everything about how we understand what's coming at WrestleMania 42. We already knew the foundation. Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Paul Heyman, the special counsel, the architect, the man who whispers the right words into the right ear at exactly the right moment. That's your core. That's the spine of the most dominant faction in WWE history. But a spine without a fifth vertebra is incomplete, and WWE knew exactly what they were doing by holding this reveal back. Because the fifth member of the OG Bloodline in 2026 doesn't just add depth to the faction, they add menace. They add a variable that CM Punk cannot prepare for. What year did Roman Reigns first become the Universal Champion, launching the beginning of his historic title reign? Drop your answer below. Let's see who really knows their bloodline history. Now let's talk about CM Punk, because you cannot discuss WrestleMania 42 without confronting the uncomfortable truth about what Punk represents in this feud. He is not just an opponent, he is an idea. CM Punk walking into WrestleMania 42 against Roman Reigns is the embodiment of everything that the tribal chief philosophy rejects. Punk is loud, he is self-made. He carries his legitimacy on his sleeve like a badge. He built his legacy through defiance, through burning bridges and telling authority exactly where they could go. Roman Reigns, on the other hand, built his legacy through control, through silence when it served him, through eruption when it destroyed his enemies. These two men are not just opposites in style, they are philosophical enemies. And that's exactly why this WrestleMania 42 match has the potential to be the most emotionally charged, most narratively satisfying main event in over a decade. But here is where the fifth member of the OG Bloodline tears that equation apart. CM Punk can prepare for Roman. He can study film. He can sharpen his submission game. He can work on countering the spear. He has done this before. He knows how Roman Reigns thinks in a match. What he cannot prepare for is the unknown. And the fifth member of the OG Bloodline is precisely that, an unknown that has now become devastatingly known. Jacob Fatu. Before you close this video, before you type "that's not surprising" in the comments, stop. Because the reveal of Jacob Fatu as the fifth member of the OG Bloodline is not just about his physical dominance, as terrifying as that is. It is about betrayal architecture. Jacob Fatu spent months as Solo Siko's most loyal weapon. He was the enforcer of the new bloodline. He did the dirty work. He was the monster Solo pointed at problems and watched them disappear. And now, he stands on the other side of that line, aligned with the tribal chief, the real head of the table. What does that do to Solo Siko psychologically? It destroys him. It doesn't just weaken him heading into WrestleMania season, it humiliates him. Because Jacob Fatu's presence in the OG Bloodline sends a message that Solo has been hearing in his nightmares: you were never the real thing. You were a placeholder, a pretender, and the people you thought were loyal to you, they were always just waiting for the real tribal chief to call them home. Jacob Fatu is related to a legendary WWE Hall of Famer. Who is it? Comment your answer and let's see who's been paying attention. Now let's get back to CM Punk, because this is where it gets infuriating if you're a Punk fan. The man has been vocal, he has been relentless, he has carved his path to WrestleMania 42 through sheer willpower and the kind of mic work that reminds you why he was called the best in the world. His promos against the Reigns machine have been electric. The intensity, the precision, the way Punk dissects his opponents verbally before the match even begins, it is a masterclass. And yet, Roman Reigns now stands at WrestleMania 42 with the most complete version of the OG Bloodline ever assembled. Jey Uso, main event Jey, who has evolved into one of the most beloved and dangerous performers in WWE, is in his corner. Jimmy Uso, whose loyalty to Roman runs deeper than blood, is there. Paul Heyman, whose brain is the most dangerous weapon in professional wrestling, is whispering strategy. And now Jacob Fatu, the human wrecking ball, the most physically imposing presence in faction warfare WWE has seen since Brock Lesnar walked into a Bloodline meeting, rounds it out. CM Punk is walking into a war, and wars are not won on talent alone. This is the storm that WrestleMania 42 is building toward. Roman Reigns does not simply want to defeat CM Punk, he wants to erase him. He wants Punk to leave that arena understanding, deep in his bones, that there is a hierarchy in WWE, and at the very top of that hierarchy, there is only one tribal chief, one head of the table, one man whose name will be spoken with reverence long after the pyro fades and the crowd goes home. The OG Bloodline is complete, the fifth member has arrived, and CM Punk, the best in the world, is about to find out exactly what that means.